Yikes, our next guest has literally thrown himself into freezing water in the name of science. Today he's going to give us the tools to survive cold weather and water exposure. I love his name. Please welcome Professor Popsicle. You love alliteration, also known as Dr. Garden Giesbrecht. Good morning.
Hey, nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
I'm going to say ice to be here because you're about to put me to the test of what happens when our body suffers hypothermia and how to survive it. Really good tips. So let's begin with this bowl of ice water.
Right, so we're here to launch a new website which is called ownthecold.ca, which will help all your readers and general public folks know how to stay out of trouble, like we're going to do right now.
And you know, because you immersed your body in ice 40 times, including the Letterman show.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I do?
I don't do that anymore, by the way. But just put your hand in there. It's going to hurt for a little while.
Fully?
Yep. Just go. Right?
Ice,
and just leave
baby.
it. Yeah. So.
Oh, this doesn't feel good.
No, it'll hurt for a while.
Not nice.
Yeah.
How long am I
we're going till we're done.
Okay.
As long as you can. Yeah. Okay.
You were a nice guy.
Your staff said that you could do this, so no problem.
Don't listen to the staff.
Yeah. So anyway, there's a couple things related to cold, and the first thing is cold water. So we right now it seems nice outside. It's raining, but there's lots of places where there's ice and people can go on. They might fall through.
Can I remove my hand? It's actually painful right now. Can I remove my hand?
I'd rather you didn't, but you can. You can. Anyway, so we have what's called the 1-10-1 principle. And if you fall in ice water, don't panic. Remember, just get your breathing under control, because you have 1 minute to get your breathing under control, 10 minutes of meaningful movement, and an hour before you become hypothermic. And
what
right
does that mean? What is 10 minutes of meaningful movement?
This is it right here. So this is the second phase of cold water immersion after gasping, what you've probably done sometime, is cold incapacitation. And right now your nerves are starting to get cold, and we'll see at the end how cold they are, and we'll see a performance decrement when we get to
What is the meaningful movement? What is
it? If you have to do things like try to get out or do hold on to something, try to get out of back into a boat, back up on the ice, whatever it is, takes muscular skill and coordination and strength.
And what is the breathing that you recommend?
Oh, the first part, if you fall in ice water, it's you have a cold shock response, which is gasping. And if you're gasping and your mouth is near the water, you could drown right there. So if you just hold on to whatever it is you're near, and just get your breathing under. Take deep breaths, relax. Remember, no, you're not going to die of hypothermia right away, and then you can figure out how to get out. You've got about 10 or 15 minutes before you start to get really, really weak.
So don't try and climb out?
Yeah, absolutely. But just get your breathing under control, which you can do in 15 or 20 seconds.
Okay, this is now. Can I remove my hand, please?
You can. I never force anybody to do anything. Well, here. So since you've done that, why don't you pull on that? Go ahead. You did this before, and your strength was. Can you do a little bit more? Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Oh, that's good. So you got 24.5 before, and I think you're about 18 right now. So that's that. Even in that short amount of time, you had quite a decrement.
There you go.
Yeah, thanks. That's good. Oh, that's good. That's nice and warm.
Keep going.
Can you lift that? Can you get that off the ground?
Okay, so you have a nickel here and a dime. Nope, it's having some issues. Okay.
You got but can you get the dime? Put that down.
Oh, they can't see it. Okay.
Okay, you were able to get, but you have nails. But if you didn't have nails, you wouldn't have been able to get that done.
Okay, talk about prepare, prevention, perform.
The main thing we do with the ownthecold.ca is the general public, most of them are going to be exposed to cold air, whether you're driving your car out into rural areas or you're doing some adventure activity and you're going to ski or hike away from your car. We talk about the 3 Ps, which is preparation, prevention, and performance.
Prepare. Always tell people your route so they know where you're going and when.
So in case something goes wrong, you have to tell somebody who cares about you and who's responsible enough to send help.
Don't stray from your car, because they can find your car better than you wandering.
That's right. So that becomes the main thing there is preparation and putting together a kit. And this has just all kinds of clothing that we won't get into it, but I've got some boots, I've got a sleeping bag, and I've got a whole bunch of clothing here, old stuff that I don't use anymore. Put it in a bag, stick it in your trunk, and then if something happens, there's one performance point if your vehicle stops, and that is stay in the car. If you have this, you can put it on, but even if you don't, you'll still be okay. I've got
water, non-perishable food,
I've got some clothing here. Yeah, a wide base candle, and you can stick that on the dash of your car. It provides a little bit of warmth, but it's a signal and gives you psychological support.
And a full tank of gas to make sure every once in a while you can just rev that car up and get some heat in it. Really life-saving tips. For more information, ownthecold.ca or breakfasttelevision.ca. Over to you, Kev. I'm owning it with my right hand.